Which is the light crap. I'm doing my first Q&A, woo! Because I actually got questions. I have wanted to do a Q&A because it sounds fun, but I was like, I'm not going to get any questions. Let's go! Let's go! It's a bunch. It's actually a bunch. The first question is, number one ultra race you wish to participate in. There is a race that I think all the ultra runners know. It is Barclays, and if you don't know what that is, it's pretty strange if you are not in the ultra world. It's a loop, you have to run 5 rounds and it's 100 miles, but you have to complete it in 60 hours, and that, yeah, that could, like, that's not hard, right? The thing is that the terrain is, and the weather in the area is really bad. Like, it can just shift, like, some strange thing with, like, you have to search for books in the first round, and yeah, it's a lot, it's a lot. It's not many people that can complete it. I think it's 16 in total until now. Don't fact check me on that. The special thing with that race is that you don't know how to enter the race. You can search for a spot in that race, but no one knows how it's done, so. So, second question. Would you rather let a homeless man suck chocolate off your toes or the other way around? I think I need to take another break. Third question. Favorite post-training snack? Okay, so the thing is, I just take what's in my pantry actually. So that can vary a lot. I will go with some kind of bread with peanut butter and banana. Okay, so there are some questions in Swedish. I will translate them to English because what orienteering competition do you look most forward to, and which ones do you have as your main focus? I look most forward to some relays. I really like relays, and I also look forward to the ultra orienteering distance. You do it in like 1.5 hours, and everyone starts at the same time, which is unusual, and everyone has the same course, so it fits me better. What is the most fun orienteering competition? I think that it is relays, because you do it as a team. So the most fun competitions I've run has been actually relays. I think the Swedish Championship relay, that was super fun. Okay, question number, I don't even know anymore. How many calories do you need in a day? Okay, so I haven't counted calories. I don't count calories every day, obviously, because my brain would explode. But I've tried counting like some days just because I am it interests me. Every time that I've counted, I have come up to like 3-4 calories a day. 1,000. Every time I've counted, I've come up to like 3,000 or 4,000 calories a day. So apparently I need that much, because if I don't think of eating enough, then my hormones will get. So I'm not the lightest runner, but my body wants to be this way. If you're lighter, you don't have as much to carry, and that can make you faster, but it can also hurt you in ways that you can get injured and your hormones can get imbalanced. I don't think though that if you're young and not an elite athlete, I don't think you should mess around with food, but you do you, I do me. Next question. The most fun race you have run? Okay, so if I think of non-orienteering races, because I have already answered like the most fun orienteering competition. So let's go with running races. I have run 2 trail races that are really tough, and it's 20 kilometers, 25, and they are the most fun. I would say Kristianstad trail, that was real fun. I was 3rd, and it was 25 kilometers, and it was a roller coaster of a race, but it was real fun. I think that I will update that one in 2 weeks, because that's when I run the 24-hour Swedish Championships, and I think that will be so fun. So we'll see about that. You can only do 1 more ultra. Which one do you choose? As it is right now, I would stick with my 24-hour Swedish Championships run, because I prepared for that. But if that wasn't a thing, I would probably run a race that is in the mountains, and that is multiple days, because I think if I would have run like a 6-day ultra, I think that I would be okay with not running an ultra for a while at least. But I would definitely have a mental breakdown. And oh, so there's a question if I can run with a GoPro on the next race. Actually I don't have a GoPro. I have this DJ Pocket. Like, I could run with it, not orienteering, because I can't even focus on just doing the orienteering. But maybe I can do like a running race with my camera. Let me think about that. I am going to use it on my 24-hour race. But if there's a race that I really focus on that is not 24 hours and you have time, if it's like a short race that I focus on, it would be a distraction to run with a camera. If I had a GoPro, then I would just like put it here and then I could just run. We actually had a GoPro in the family, and it didn't work that well. Best mid-ride/run vegan snack to buy at the store or café during training. If I need to buy something at the store, which happens more often than you'd expect, then I often buy like bread, like just plain bread. Your training philosophy explained as short as possible. Be open to different techniques. There are so many ways you can do things, so just because something works for one person doesn't mean it works for another. Do what feels right for you, and don't be afraid to try new things, because maybe you think something doesn't work, but if you haven't tried for a longer period of time, then you can't say that it doesn't work. But have fun, that's like the most important thing. What languages do you speak? I speak fluently. I speak Swedish, Norwegian, and I would say English. I think I speak English fluently, right? Almost. And then I can understand German. And I also understand Danish, but I can't speak any of them. Who is the coolest person in your school? So to make it more general, I will answer what I think is cool with people, like what I think a cool person does to be cool. And I think it's really cool to be yourself. Something that catches my eye is when people dress really cool, like when people stand out. That's like just the eyesight, that's cool. If you're really good at something, if it's maths, if it's sports, that's also really cool. Oh, my camera is blinking. My camera is blinking. The battery is low. Hi, I'm back from school. My camera was blinking and overheating. It's snowing right now. Where are you in 10 years? I have a plan. I promise I have a plan for this. How old am I then? I'm 28. I can live out of my sport. I can live out of my social medias. I live in a van. I will probably have really fun living in my van, traveling to competitions. I guess that is my life in 10 years. I will probably not have an education. I will probably not have a partner, nor kids. I got one more question, and that is, what's your dream life situation? And I basically answered that in the where are you in 10 years. What's your top argument to convince Meathead to go vegan? People look at vegans as activists, and some are really pushing that people should go vegan and everything. And first of all, I want to say that I'm not here to tell you what you should do, because when you tell people to do something, it's just going to be like a rebellious discussion, and it's even less likely that they want to go vegan. I can link a YouTube channel to a guy. He has the best arguments. We don't need to eat animal products, we don't have to anymore. If you have the argument but we were created to eat meat and eat animal products, that was true before, but now you can live as a vegan. For me, that's so easy to say because I'm used to being vegan, but for many people it's not as easy, and that's okay. But I think that if you just do your best. And there is also an argument that is oh, but soy is bad for the environment, you eat so much soy products, and the reason why soy is bad for the environment, that's because we give it to cows, we give it to pigs, and the energy just disappears, because to feed 1 kilo of cow we need to give 100 kilos of soy. 90% of the energy disappears every time it goes through a body. Feed 1 kilo of fox, you need 100 kilos of rabbit, and to feed 100 kilos of rabbit you need 1000 kilos of grass. So why wouldn't you eat the 1000 kilos of grass instead of the 1 kilo of the fox? And now we don't eat fox or grass, but that was an example that actually made me go vegan. That was my eye-opener when we learned that in school. And if you want to have a respectful argumentation in the comments, I'm really open to that, and I can answer in a nice way. It isn't to blame you, it is just to educate. What I say might not be true. There are so many opinions, and it doesn't mean that my opinion has to be true. The earth could be flat, I don't know. Even though I don't believe it, I can't say that it isn't true, because for some people it is really true. So you just have to have respect for each other, because otherwise it will backlash in just people hating each other. That was my first Q&A ever. I hope you liked it. If you like this, leave a like, and also if you have other questions, I can just answer them in the comments. Be a bird!